Hello, everyone. Some time ago, I made a video regarding how to use AI transitions to make a conversation with a chatbot feel more natural. So instead of giving customer options like, do you want to ask a question? Do you want to end the conversation? And so on, and asking him to choose one of those options, we just collect the customer's input, and using AI transitions, we decide what is the intent of that input. Now, in here, we have a very simple chatbot. And it basically works with the AI transitions. It's awesome, but there's still one part that is kind of annoying that makes a conversation not to feel like natural one. And that is the very beginning, the greeting part. As you can see, whenever the conversation starts, like a chatbot says hi and asks a question. Now, that's all good, but what if the customer initiates the conversation without greeting a chatbot, but directly asking for a question? Well, the chatbot will greet him back and ask for a question, but we already know that the customer inputted the question, so why is he asking it again? And the other case that is annoying is when the conversation ends and suddenly a customer decides to ask you something again. And instead of giving an answer, the chatbot will say, hi, what's your question? So this is kind of doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel like a natural conversation flow. And I'll demonstrate you. In here, I have just a blank page with chatbot added. So let's delete this conversation just to start fresh, and the chatbot initiates the conversation, so that's nice. And let's ask a question. What is the capital France? So we should get the answer. And no, thanks, we don't want to continue the conversation. As you can see, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Now, that message comes from this conversation end flow. Like each time the conversation ends, we will go through this flow and display this text. So now, if a customer types another question, this is I would expect to get an answer, but I get a question. So that's an annoying part. And let's remove this annoyance. And we will do it again with transitions. So let's add a new transition. Let's remove this link from start to greeting and make it go to get the intent. Now in this AI transition, we will have two categories. So one will be greeting, the other will be question. So if a customer says hi, a chatbot should be polite and greet him back and ask for the question. Now, if a customer asks for a question, chatbot should not be annoying and should just give an answer. Extract question. So let's add execute code. Let's get back to the AI transition. So how do we magically collect what a customer typed in to ask a question, to start a conversation. So there's no such card to do that. If you put raw input cards, once the customer types something to start a conversation, the bot will expect that he will type something again for that raw input. So that doesn't work. And the solution is events. Like, we have an event, and that event has a parameter called preview. This parameter has exactly what we need. It has the thing a customer typed in to start a conversation. So once we have the conversation starter, we can decide if it's a greeting or a question. If it's a question, we will extract the question. If it's a greeting, we greet and do our thing. Now, if it is a question, we will extract the question. So in our workflow, we have a question variable. That is the question that customer asks our chatbot. And we take the value from the event and assign it to the question. So that's pretty much it. And when we have the question, we will always transition to our transition node, which basically decides if this, like, suppose question is actually a question or if it is asking to end the conversation. So we have all of this. Let's publish this chatbot and then we'll be able to test it. Somehow it takes some time to publish it. Okay, so it's published, and let's delete just the conversation and start everything from the very beginning. So what is the capital of friends? And I don't even know why I'm asking about the friends. So yeah, just a random thing. No thanks. And now let's ask, what is the capital of Italy? Okay, it works. It just gave us an answer. And is there anything else I can help you? No? Thanks. It basically works the way you expect it to work. It feels really natural. We can ask any question. We can say, hi, and it should greet us back. Because, again, we have this AI transition, which categorizes the input and sends it to the correct node. And yeah, I think at this point, we have figured out how to make the conversations with the chatbot feel as natural as we can. And we will end this video with that.